I'm Adriana Marchione. I live in Virginia and in the US. And for many years, though, lived in San Francisco, California. And I come from a very international background. Lived in different countries, done a lot of international traveling, a lot of international teaching. So it's such a joy to connect with people from many different places around the world. So thank you for showing up and being here. I'm wondering, you can just type in yes or no, or it's already happening. Like, are you longing for more out of your creative life? Are you longing for more or wishing to have more time, more space for your creative life? Just curious. A lot of people, for me, that are in the field of expressive arts or arts therapy or therapy are often midwifing others, supporting others, and often not feeling like there's enough for their own creative work, their own creative expression. So just curious if that is true for you. So this is I've never actually offered, I've done many different, I've been in the field a long time and I've done many different presentations, but I decided to do something different to really focus on this festival. So it perked a lot of different thoughts for me, many inspirations of thinking about this topic of the roots of my expression. And just a quote I want to share with you, which is from Brenda Ullin. She's a writer from the 20s, an American writer. Why should we use our creative power and write, paint, or play music or whatever it tells us to do? Just going to shrink this a little. Hold on 1 minute. Because there is nothing that makes people so generous, joyful, lively, bold, and compassionate, so indifferent to fighting and the accumulation of objects and money. Because the best way to know truth or beauty is to try to express it. And I want to mention this because I'm kind of bringing you through my pathway is I started feeling very burnt out at a certain point with all the work I was doing with others and wanted to reinvigorate my own art life. And part of what happened is and I'm not going to go into the whole story because it's very lengthy, but I started doing performance and dance and tango, and I went through a grief process that brought me to decide to create a film. And so I went back to my roots of visual arts and media arts and started doing film. And so for the last 15 years, I've been working as a filmmaker, kind of moonlighting on the side with my expressive arts work and somatic work. And it just helped me kind of connect with this new sense of purpose, this new sense of like vitality. Thinking about this idea, we're going to kind of have you consider very similar things. And of course, along the way, I'm sharing the highlights, but along the way, many obstacles, many challenges, many things to feel stuck at different phases of my life and my work. And then also many inspirations, many things many mentors and people in my life that have enhanced the journey. But to me, my creative life is kind of the ground of who I am. And the expressive arts has been, sort of the branches. And then there's been all these trees and leaves and so many things that have kind of grown from that foundation of these artistic roots that I've developed, but also ways I was influenced from my family. So I just have another quote, just because I always love to bring these things to inspire us. It's from Yo-Yo Ma, musician. Passion is one great force that unleashes creativity, because if you're passionate about something, then you're more willing to take risks. And to really follow and listen to our deeper knowing, to listen to our creative life, it really does take a lot of guts and grit. And this path of expressive arts is such a sacred path. I was really sensing that in this time with Maria Luisa, as just this sacredness that we get to really engage in. And I wish more people knew how amazing it was, because it creates a whole different way of being and of being with others. And also, the thing that I find really important in the field of expressive arts is that maintaining or discovering and being dedicated to artistic practice and our artistic identity and artistic life is vital. It's vital. So whether you're just beginning or you've been on the path for a while, this is what fuels our work and also feeds our soul.